Hello and welcome to my massive wooden railway unboxing, video 2. So in my last video, I took a look at Henry and Edward's tender here. Having Henry back just brings back nostalgia, and I'm super happy with Henry. But now I have 4 more of these here. So what's inside here is we have a lot with Daisy, Percy, Gordon, and Diesel 10. So let's begin with this one. One. Now, I do not know what this is here.
It's recycling. Instead of cutting it, you need to just open it from the back. That's going to get all over there. Just open it from here.
This just kind of looks like...
Yeah, there you go. Just pull that tab. It's recycled paper, but it's a big mess.
Okay, so, let's start here. Alright. It kind of looks like vacuum dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's chopped up pieces of paper, but it's gross.
Alright, so here we have Diesel 10. Now, this is one of the best looking Diesel 10s ever. Now, I'm explaining about him. So, there's some Diesel 10 merchandises without an accurate claw, because this is the one complaint that people have with merchandises of Diesel 10. But this aside, I think this looks really good. I mean, this is all you can do with the claw. I mean, Diesel 10's claw actually has the arm that moves up and down. He can actually rotate it in the movie, and this actually is supposed to open and close. But the one thing that I love most with all these is the face. Like, this face is another accurate face. Like, this just captures how menacing and evil Diesel 10 is in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Like, this face cannot be perfect than any other face. This is way better than the new Learning Curve Diesel 10 where they tried to give him a CGI face. And at first, the face wasn't perfect, but then in 2013, Mattel got the hang of things. But I still think this is more enjoyable. Now, at first I thought this was going to be in good condition, but he does look a little beat up like Henry here. But nonetheless, I think he can easily be fixed. And overall, I think Diesel 10 looks very amazing. Like, I do think I remember having Diesel 10 in my childhood, so this is quite interesting. I don't know if I can say much about Diesel 10, but he's an interesting character. Like, I think originally he was supposed to be voiced by Artie Lang, but they changed his...
Really? I didn't know that.
They actually changed his voice actor to Neil Crone. And that same actor does Gordon and Splatter as well. I mean, I think it's cool that one voice actor can do more than one voice.
Yep.
Anyways, let's move on to this one here. Hopefully... Alright, so... Next is one of my absolute favorite characters. And he still is to this day. Let me get him out. Alright. Here we have Percy, the small engine. Oh, that fell. Anyways, here's Percy. Now, I really love Percy as a character. Like, this was a character that I used to have back then. And his... I think 2001 model is very outstanding. I mean, I don't think that his proportions are accurate, but this is an amazing model of Percy. Like, this is way better than the 2003 version of Percy, which I don't understand why they had to change these models. I honestly don't know if they wanted these to be more accurate, like have better faces and whatnot, but this is more classic, and this is a way better representation of Percy. And I'm happy to have him back with his best friend Thomas. And there are some major differences, like this is a more TV show accurate funnel that they made in 1999 when they stopped making these funnels. And the wheels are much more different. Like, look how much older these wheels are compared to these wheels. Like, that has to be an interesting change. And his face is very accurate to the show. with all these models. There are some faces that are accurate, but there are some that aren't perfect. Like for example, the Out of Puff Thomas, for some weird reason, has Percy's Out of Puff face, which I think was a goof in Thomas and Friends in the episode Thomas Goes Fishing, where they accidentally give Thomas Percy's face. That's the same case with Edward Helps Out, where Edward has James's face. That's something that I found weird in the TV show, how many goofs that the people who do this model series can actually make. But nonetheless, I still love the model series, which is the best part, or at least the Brett Allcroft era was, because Brett Allcroft is an amazing writer. And at first, she based these stories off the Wilbur Audrey stories, but then she decided to make up her own, starting from season 3. But they're still enjoyable, and these are some very enjoyable characters. Like, these beat the CGI new characters by a long shot, because I bet there are some characters that can be relatable, but I do love all these characters from season 1 to 7. Alright, so next up, we've looked at Percy and Diesel 10 so far. I don't know how long you've made this video so far. Alright, let's get this guy out. And here's another character who I have had before. I honestly don't remember how young I was when I first had these, like when I first started watching Thomas and when I first had Wooden Railway, but here's Gordon, another favorite of mine. So this is Gordon's 2001 model, and this actually has like Gordon's 2003 tender, which has the bigger number 4. But still, I think Gordon looks very amazing. The thing that I love about Gordon is his long body and how he takes corners. Like, Thomas Wooden Railway did a great job with these before they got discontinued. And I think Gordon's older model looks so much better than the 2003 version.
Is it just like the Henry?
Yeah, but except for some reason Henry has got like a skinnier boiler than Gordon, which is kind of inaccurate to the show, but still Henry's older model is better because of how simplistic these look. Like, making these seem to be pretty generic, but they're supposed to barely represent the characters they're trying to represent. But I still find Thomas Wooden Railway to be very amazing. And having these back just makes me happy. And I couldn't be happier to have Gordon back. And Gordon's face is actually accurate to his season 3 face. Like, these are just so perfect. Like, there are some other merchandises who have accurate faces, but these are very accurate. Like, if you compare these to the TV show, you can see how similar they look. Like, especially Thomas's face. Like, this is perfect to season 3.
You're at 8 minutes.
And once again, Diesel 10's face is very amazing. Alright, we have our last thing here for now until more is to come tomorrow.
Have you crossed all these off your list or no?
Yeah. Now, I have to say that Percy wasn't present on my list, and none of us this thing, but I think these were all supposed to come in June, but
yeah, they came early.
Yeah, which is what I find interesting.
Yeah, you can never predict.
Right, so this is actually a lot. Actually, let's start with this, since the main thing I wanted is in here. Of all these things, Daisy was one of the characters that I wanted. Now, I don't think I ever had Daisy back then when I was little, but
I think you had the Trackmaster. I don't think you had the wood.
I don't think they ever made a Trackmaster Daisy. But this Daisy has seen better days like the others. Like, this back here is kind of beat up, but the rest of Daisy here looks great. And Daisy's an interesting character. Now, something that seems to be missing here is Daisy's blue eyeliner and her pink cheeks. Like, that's what I loved about Daisy, her makeup on her face, which makes her unique from all the other characters. And Daisy isn't too bad of a character here. And I was surprised when Andrew Brenner brought back Daisy from the CGI series. Like, That was so amazing of Andrew Bird to bring back. I wish he could have brought back Boko, Arthur, and Stepney, but Daisy looks pretty decent for the Andrew Brenner era, but she's always enjoyable in the classic series. I don't know how many episodes Daisy's ever appeared in, but maybe you guys could tell me. The other engine is in here. So this is the Thomas Comes to Breakfast Thomas, which is actually the newer version of Thomas.
Eggs.
So I do remember the episode, but I don't know if I had this before.
You had one, but it looked different than this. Is there another version of it?
There's one with red stripes.
Yeah, you had one. The egg was different.
One thing that I love is that the buffer detail, like they actually did that, which is
like it's got messed up.
Like it's actually,
yeah,
like it's actually from the TV show. The red buffer being the black buffers, which is something that's not on the 1994 Thomas. And I do wonder why they had to change Thomas's design in 2003 in general. Like, they could have kept this design and just made a Thomas Comes to Breakfast Thomas like this one, but with this and the broken window frame, the
11.
Messed up buffers. All right,
What does it say on the bottom?
It says the name of here.
Thomas
and
Comes to Breakfast.
I think this came from a limited edition thing.
That's cool.
Which is the same thing for A Better View for Gory and James Goes Buzz Buzz.
Oh,
right.
wow.
And we have all this rolling stock here.
Mining company. This was a good deal for $25.
Yeah, it was. The thing that I love most about this lot is Daisy. But look at all this rolling stock. Like, it's so great to have rolling stock because you can never have too much rolling stock. If you get a duplicate of rolling stock, it's always welcome. We got these cargo cars here. And this has to be the simplistic thing that Thomas Wayne really could have done.
I bet someone like the zoo almost going.
We have this gold car here, which I've never had before, which is amazing. And this dumper car, which I did have before, but I don't think it came with this load here. Like,
That's cool.
This seems to be lost on a few things here, which seems to be pretty common for some reason.
Was this missing a barrel?
And yeah, it was missing a barrel car. And the barrel. No, the barrel car is right here. The barrel itself is missing. But there are some amazing destinations here where you can load these up. Like you have cranes and stuff. Which is one thing that I love about Thomas Wooden Railway. Anyways.
12.
That was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Which one of these was your favorite? Did you like Percy, Diesel 10, Gordon, or Daisy?
Are you going to make a video every day?
Yeah. So stay tuned for these other trains, because I really look forward to buying these. And if you want me to buy a specific character, you can always suggest a character from the Classic series and the Railway series. Series 1 through 7 in the Railway series. Anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more on Tammy 2009.